Hi, and welcome to Walk Behind the Wind podcast. On this podcast, we uncover the stories of individuals who have attained tremendous success across different sectors. And we don't just spotlight their successes, we'll drill down to talk about the struggles that has led to the successes. My name is Deborah Adejura, and I'm your host on this show. And today, I have with me the phenomenal Isaac Oladimeji of Isaac Inspires, an initiative that has organized over 20 events and impacted over 9,000 lives. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome with me Isaac Oladimeji. Hello, Isaac.
Hello, good afternoon.
How are you doing today?
I'm fine, I'm doing great.
So good to have you here today.
Thank you.
Isaac, I've got a lot of questions for you. I mean, 20 events is no small feat. But before we get into that, I want us to play a little game.
All right.
Are you ready? It's going to be a this or that game. I tell you maybe these days, then you tell me which one you prefer. Coffee or energy drink?
Energy drink.
Books or podcasts?
Podcast.
Action or romance?
Action.
Comedy or thriller?
Comedy.
Okay. Books or podcasts?
Podcast.
Interesting. 9 to 5 or remote work?
Remote.
Okay, so that was a good one. And I have a different question for you.
All right.
So I want you to tell me one random but fun thing about you that if you talk about it now, we would most likely not believe it. So something very random but fun about you.
Okay, I think I don't forget things.
Uh-uh.
I can remind you of what happened 15 years ago. Exactly. So I don't forget things.
Wow, that's a good one. But I'm thinking, so if I have an issue with you 20 years from now, you would still remember?
No, not offense.
Not
Like,
offense. You don't keep
tangible,
record
I
of
don't-
offense. Okay, that's so beautiful. We're going to be going deep down into this conversation, but before we, start talking about it, for someone who has never heard about you before and never seen you before, I want you to introduce yourself. Who is Isaac Oladimeji?
Okay, I am Isaac Oladimeji Ifeoluwa from Osun State, and I graduated from University of Ilorin. I'm a youth mentor, boy-child advocate, and my major agenda is to make men see more and know that there is more.
Deep one. I'm going to follow up on what you just said. You said your agenda or vision is to help men see more and then do more, if
Yes.
that is the case. I believe that is one of the reasons why you have hosted all of the events that you have. And for the record, again, I'm bringing this up again because this is such a big deal to have organized 20 events. I mean, just think about it. When you're hosting 20 events, you have to book event centers, all of those things, and then have over 9,000 people in attendance for that. So could you please just run us through? I know that you want people to get to do more and know more. So what is that driving factor that makes you keep organizing this event? Why? Why are you doing it?
Okay, firstly, I would say number one, leading of God. I'm a Christian and I'm a faith person, so I believe that whatever I do must be led to do it. That's number one. Number two is that I want men to come into full understanding of who they are. I realized that for a long period of my life, I'm still young though, but I got to know what like mindset, purpose. I discovered that around like 19, 20, like that, which has helped me thus far. So I want people to actually come into that understanding of who they are. They should understand how powerful they are as a person. They should discover their potential, their talent early in life, and how mindset tend to shape our life. So that's why I do all these events so that people can just come into full understanding of who they are and so that they can become more and help the society at large.
That is so beautiful. I strongly believe that when people know better, they will do better. And we're all a product of the knowledge that we have. The society that we are in right now is also as a virtue of the knowledge that has been passed across. So I honestly must say that is an amazing work you're doing with Isaac Inspires. But can you run us through what is one of the most frustrating part of this journey? Has there been moments when you felt like, why am I doing this? Like, who sent me this? Let us see.
Yeah, I think Inspire is actually 3 years now, and
Mm.
it has not been an easy ride over the past 3 years.
Mm.
Sometimes I'm really frustrated, but let me point out two stories for you. I think I did one event last year, which were a speaker there,
Okay.
and after the event, I was very very frustrated.
Wow.
I was depressed. I was tired because all my expectations were not met, especially financial expectation. I was expecting money to do some stuff, and it didn't happen. Imagine bringing somebody from Abuja by air, and the person has to travel back to Abuja by road. It was
Wow.
really crazy. And there was this day I was looking for money to pay something, and it was like quarter. Like if I did not make that payment that day, I don't know what was going to happen the next day. So sometimes it's really, really frustrating. I've had to like sell some properties or some stuff I got.
All up. So if I hear you correctly, you're saying that you sold your assets
Yes.
in order to do what, please? To
To
buy
impact-
new assets?
Not to impact life.
Wow. Why?
People need to get better, and I feel like that's my assignment. So I need to do that.
I think that is so interesting to know that you are giving it all it takes to see that which you want to do, which is about seeing that people get better. It's just quite interesting to know that you're doing all of this, so actively doing so, and then still, putting all of your assets into it. Because I was going to ask you that, how are you getting funding to do all of this? Because I know that to put up an event is no small feat, right? And the report has it that you've done over 20 of it, 9 times. So there has been moments where you have to rent all, except you're taking them to mountain. Except you're taking them to mountain to, say, sit down here and let us have this conversation. So it's just so beautiful to see that you're making all of those sacrifices behind the scene. So all of the accolades that we are giving you regarding Isaac Inspires has taken a lot of hard work and a lot of sacrifice on your end. Now, let's take it a deep further, because for you to be constantly giving those sacrifices, that means that you're seeing a certain level of result. So can you share with us, maybe testimonials of individuals that have attended your event, have interaction with you, and then send back a testimonial that really touched your heart? Is there anyone like that?
Yeah, well, I feel like that actually. I think I hosted one event, 2023 Young Believers World Conference, 2023 at Peace Hall, and after the event, the testimonies I had were so touching. The event for me was like I've spent all my life on this event, but the testimonies I got were like the reward for me at that particular time. A year after, a guy actually reached out to me and told me that, Isaac, do you believe that my life had no direction when I attended your events? But I can't count how many things I've done since 2023 up to date, just by attending that event. I've had people walk up to me on the street and say, sorry, good afternoon, sir. You're Isaac, but thank you for all you do. I've been really, really blessed by your event. Just on, I think on Wednesday, I was in church. I went to use the restroom, and the lady was saying, I see this. I'm like, wow. So those kind of stuff like serve like reward to me personally. So,
I think that is so beautiful to know that there are lives that are actually being changed, and then you getting that acknowledgement is sort of a fuel for you to keep going, that really you're doing something well. My next question, aside from the events that you have also organized, we have on record that there is this initiative for boys, and then you go ahead to talk to boys, mentor them, have conversations with them. So why boys and not girls? Is it because you're a man and that is why you're pro boy? So why boys and not girls?
Okay, for that question, I feel like growing up, I was just naive. I didn't even like my gender, like boys. I don't play football, so I'm always in classroom with the girls and all. But something happened near 2022. I was just outside, and I realized that they celebrated Girl Child Day and stuff like that. And it happened to me that no matter how good the fabric is, if you give it to a bad tailor, the tailor is going to destroy the fabric. there's a lot of investment towards the girl child. Who is training the boy child? The girl child that you are training is going to get married to a boy that you didn't train. It's going to mess up all your work.
Investment.
So I was like, and just okay, why are people not talking about this? Why are people not doing boy child too? So I was just there and I was like, okay, I'm really interested, but not now. Let me go and make money, then come back. Then something came to my mind. The stuff was like, if you don't take action now, what about the life that will be destroyed before you make all your money? I was like, okay, let's go fully into it. And thank God to Mafumi, who actually was like, serve like
a
bridge to get that done for me. Because I now actually, year 2022, I started going to Remand Home, Correctional Center in Ilorin for boys. And that's where the journey actually began.
Oh, wow. That is so beautiful. And I think it's so amazing to know that, you know, each and every one of us, we have different things that we are doing. There is a product designer who is creating system to make, you know, life better for people. And there is also people like Isaac Inspire, who is creating programs, events that will motivate people, inspire them so that they can become the best version of themselves. And I think that which you have said regarding hosting programs that is male focused, I think it's such a profound one, you know, knowing fully well that the girls are well equipped, but who is equipping the boys? And these girls will go ahead to have relationship with these boys and everything is just going to go off it. Now, Isaac, you do so much around motivation. You do so much around creating events that will inspire people. But you know, if you've been so conversant with social media on Twitter, on Instagram, there's been conversation about, you know, Paspire to Maguire, you know, there's just been a lot of crucifixion for anything that has to do with motivation. So what do you have to speak to that?
I feel like motivation is the fuel we need for life. Even the person that is typing that we don't need motivation, the person actually was motivated to post that stuff. So I know we have a lot of motivational speakers who, the reason why I feel like they're criticizing motivation or motivational speaker is because maybe they're not seeing the result from their own end. You know, when you're talking and people can actually label a particular result to you, they feel like you don't know what you are saying. But I feel like I said, motivation is the fuel we need for life. If we are not motivated, we won't do anything. So it is needed, it is required for the journey of life. And you have to know that I need motivation to do anything. Because even the audacious one, even the top great and mighty people, sometimes they get tired. And the fuel they need to continue the journey is motivation. Motivation is not only online or telling Maguire to Paspire. Just looking at somebody's life is motivation.
Yes.
You looking at your neighbor, going on Instagram and you're seeing that, wow, this person has achieved those far. Oh, that means I can achieve something like this. So that's motivation. We all need motivation. So we can't scrap it away. If we scrap it away, we will suffer.
I think it's just so beautiful to know. And that's just the truth. There would always be moments wherein we're going to reach rock bottom and we just need somebody to, you know, put some fire beneath us so that we can do something well. Now, drilling it down where motivation is concerned, I'm sure there are people who see what you're doing, who are inspired by what you do. They also have the burning desire to, you know, create events that is going to inspire people, but they don't have the resources. They don't even know how to start. So what would you say to that 19-year-old boy who wants to start, or anybody at all who wants to start creating events with very limited resources, events that is going to inspire people? What should be the starter pack for them? What would be your words to them?
Okay, I would say start with what you have. Start small, then grow. My first event was in my room. You were there.
Oh, yeah.
2023. I never knew I was going to host like other 10 events that year when I did that one. So I just actually started with what I have in my room with just 12 or 14 people.
Wow.
And that was the first time. There is a saying that he that is faithful in little, more shall be given unto him. So just start what you have. Don't worry about how you're going to do the big ones. Just focus on the small one first. Achieve it. Then the way to go forward will start coming. The strategy to move forward will start coming. So if I'm going to talk to any 19-year-old person out there or anyone who wants to actually start anything worthwhile, don't focus on the money. If you focus on the money, you won't do anything. Focus on the story that you have to tell people. Focus on the story. I just completed an outreach, sex education outreach for people. I won't lie to you, there are days whereby I wake up in the morning and I'm looking at my account and I say, I don't have TFL.
Wow.
I'm like, how will I do it? But just the 500 naira with me, I'll just step out
Wow.
and I'll get back home.
Mm.
I'm not giving them anything. What I have to give them is the story that I have to tell them. My words can change their life. So why do I need to hold the word because of financial need and all? So start with what you have. Leverage on relationship also, because
so
most
good.
times what people do is that they want we tend to like compare our level 1 with someone else level 10. So you see a ministry, like maybe a particular church, you're seeing the lightning, everything is all set, and you want to event. No, it can't be like that. Start with what you have in your room and just leverage your relationship to get photographer, get this one here and there, and just leverage your relationship and you have the event all done. I've not been spending so much like that, except from alls and all. I leverage on relationship just to get this stuff done. Even for speakers to leverage on relationship for people that can access easily for it.
I think what you have said is so beautiful. And what I hear you say is that one of the things that has helped you is a shared dose of audacity. And then you didn't overthink the whole idea of doing that, oh, I have to act this. Imagine you saying that the first event you hosted was in your room. And I'm sure somebody might want to say, oh, let me get an event or whatever not. But no, what was important was to pull people together. So what you're saying now is that everything that we need to do within is within us.
Yes.
We just have to look inwardly. And you also said that what has really been beneficial for you was that you leverage, relationship. Now, I think it's also a good place for me to ask questions regarding relationship. You brought diverse range of phenomenal speakers. I mean, you brought, remind me of his name, a leader in, I think, Forex. Ejimi
Olufukeji.
Yes, you brought, people of that ranks and caliber. You brought them to your event. I mean, you brought Shola Rahman to your event, just to mention a few. So how have you been able to, and what you've said now is that sometimes you leverage your relationship to, bring all of those people. So how have you been able to build this relationship first and also nurture the relationship? Because we always hear it, relationship. How do we build it and how do we nurture it?
Okay, I would actually say this first. Nobody is unaccessible. You can access anybody. I heard it from my friend Kilani Manuel. He said he had it from somebody. So he told me that everybody wants to meet is just 3 persons away.
Wow, so good.
So that means you can meet them. So how do I tend to assess the relationship? I assess every relationship through honor. Honor is the celebration of someone's uniqueness. So I don't go demanding first. I go through honor. I can go on their Instagram page, check it, write so many nice comments, repost on my story just for them to know this person. I don't go demanding for anything, just go through honor. And even somebody that I tend to like meet physically is through honor, by celebrating the person, not even asking any question, just celebrating the person. And how do I tend to nurture those relationships? Is through honor. I feel like what we need to understand is the fact that honor is a major ingredient for life. Like my mentor said something, he said, don't pursue money, pursue relationship. Wow. Focus on building relationship. And how to build relationship is through honor, by celebrating people. I did something of recent, I think that was on Monday. I just thought about 2025 so far, and I wrote out 10 people that have actually played a major role in my life. And I actually typed a message to them around 2 a.m. I was not saying thank you so much for this. I was being specific that
about what they did.
This. And even the person that is like being that does not show emotion was like, Isaac, I'm blushing. And that, in a way, tends to strengthen the relationship
more.
So for all the speakers too, after each event, even though I don't have the financial need to meet because I'm not want to give these people. So I still go through honor that they know that, wow, this person really celebrates me. And
wow. That's so much to unpack, knowing fully well that first you're going to access this relationship by honor and you're going to also sustain it by honor. Don't be parasitic, you just send message to somebody, I want you to do this for me. What can you do for them? As something as little, based off of what you said, something as little as even reposting their work, celebrating their work would go a long way. And on a final note, Isaac, you've done so much. You've done so well. And every now and then we see reports of lives that have been changed and transformed through your initiative, Isaac Inspires. I personally am inspired by what you're doing, because It takes a sheer level of audacity to put an event together. Take it from me. And you have done it over and over again. And I just want you to leave us with a final word. Again, for somebody who is viewing, it doesn't have to be events now. They just want to do something that they know that it has the capacity to change the world. What will be that word that you're going to say to them? More like you're saying somebody sitting right in front of you now, and you want to tell the person that, go for this thing. So what will be that word you say to them?
I would say know what you want out of life early. The earlier you know, the better off for you as a person. Because I feel like, the problem is that most people don't know what they want out of life. So if I'm going to talk to anyone out there, is the fact that know what you want out of life and start pursuing it early. Try as much as possible to gain sufficient knowledge needed for that journey, so you can pursue it. And another thing I would tell anybody out there is the fact that seek for knowledge, seek to know. There's an extraordinary version inside every one of us that if you don't seek to know, you won't know that you have that possibility, you don't know that you have that capacity or that potential within you. It is in the place of you studying, reading materials, interacting with great minds that you tend to realize that, I'm also like this. For example, I was naive. When I entered 100 level, my plan was to just let me come to school and roll with the big boys.
Wow.
So they'll be giving me their my plan was just I stayed in Unigate.
Wow.
So I was going to see rich people's children and just
align.
But when I started interacting with knowledge, I realized that I'm a powerful being myself.
Yourself.
So a powerful being. Don't allow anybody to demean you or make you feel useless or worthless. Seek to know. Seek for knowledge. Once you start seeking for knowledge, you start discovering so many possibilities within yourself. So that's one thing I would tell anybody out
Wow, thank you so much, Isaac. This has been so good. You've shared your brilliance with us, and I know that for everyone who is watching this, I'm sure that you've been equipped with the requisite knowledge for you to do that which you need to do. You've seen the behind the scene of Isaac, right? Even despite the fact that he has done so much in putting events together, but he has been so generous to let us see the behind the scene, that it's not as if I have all of the money, in my bank account. We've seen him tell us that he has sold his assets just so he can put an event together, knowing fully well that he's going to bless someone. So if this has been beneficial with you, please make sure that you share it, like it, and leave a comment. Thank you so much, Isaac, for being our guest on this show.
Thank you,
and we love to host you again and again, because we know that in the next few months you would have gone ahead to do something amazing. And we have a little gift for you as a token of appreciation, to say that we see what you're doing and we appreciate it. It's going to be given to you off the camera. Thank you so much, Isaac.
Thank you.